also think that the training part is also a pain point for the companies, because you don't necessarily have enough budget to go and take all the developers to security class, right? Go learn what you need to do. So this is like a big gap that we need to fill in. And not all companies have like the ability to actually do that. And if I'm comparing it to what we're doing, for example, at JIT, we don't want the developers to go to a class and learn about security. We want to make them security experts without the company having to spend the time and money on training the developers, because the training could happen over time, right? If we're providing enough information on the detected vulnerabilities, if we're explaining what happens, and this is what we're doing, we're leaving a comment in the PR, keeping them in context, only the changes. And the comment is very easy to understand. We're describing the problem. The developers learn from that. They probably won't do it again next time they're coding. So you see the learning curve. There is a training on the fly, right, on the going, and you're making them a security expert without wasting the company resources.
I fully agree with this point. I would just add maybe more how do you say, more wood to this fireplace, yeah? Because, for example, I don't need to go to a doctor and have a problem to realize that I need to eat healthy or go to the gym or whatever. And what you said, it's like, okay, I will get vulnerabilities. The solutions are going to bring me enough details for that, which is perfect. So I will learn from this, fix this problem that I have now, and probably will not do it again. I think this is perfect. But then you are depending on the problem to be there, right? Instead of, like, what I think that Marco said is something like, okay, let's know what is, for example, WASP top 10. Oh, this is the top 10 vulnerabilities. You might not have ever seen them on your code itself, but you know in theory at least how it happens, how it's to be there, and so on. I just put this point because I think there's these 2 points. As you said, on JIT, you are providing a lot of feedback. I had the opportunity to test the solution. I think I will come back to develop code just to use this kind of tools again. But the point is, there is this kind of training, like you learn by your doing and some mistakes, I would say. And also the preventive training, or something like you don't need to have a vulnerability to fix it, but you need to know how it happens. It's more or less what red teams are doing. Yeah, they're finding some problems, attacking, and then provide some specific reports. Okay, you should do something like this or something like that in the code, even though the exploitation itself might not happen through the application, but through some other places or whatever.
E aí, gostou desse corte? Então segue, continua, que tem muito mais.